single leg RDL, just so you've got that hinge, feel your hamstring working.
Just body weight.
Just body weight's absolutely fine, yeah. And then up on that grass, you can just do some press ups. So it's an incline press up, you're not taking too much load through, you just get your shoulders working.
Hi, I'm Alan Milway. I'm a coach working with a number of professional racers and teams. I coach riders such as Greg Minnaar, Charlie Hatton, the Atherton team, the Union team. So I'm out here at Lourdes, and warm-up is quite a big part of what the riders do to get ready, not only for practice, but also their race runs. What they're trying to do is prepare themselves physically, but also mentally for the racing they're about to do. It's a really technical track, and first thing in the morning, they want to make sure that their heart rate has been gradually raised, so they'll be on a turbo trainer, nice and steady to start with, and then gradually increase the intensity. But also, as you can imagine with downhill, it's not just sitting on a bicycle on easy terrain. So there's a lot of upper body involved and trunk. So we'll go through some mobility exercises, we'll go through some stretching off, and also some activation work so that their muscles are prepared and their body's primed for what they're about to do. So you'll generally see the riders getting almost into the zone as well when they're warming up. And a big part of this is to give them that chance to visualize the track and go through what they're about to do on the track. It's a good opportunity for them to start to practice that side of it and really feel as though they're getting into the mental space to ride their bike as fast as they possibly can over this technical terrain. What you'll find is that a lot of the warming up is done in the pits before practice, and this is often quite early in the morning, so we'll try and keep them nice and warm. And then with the nature of the uplift here, we'll get everyone to the top of the hill, and they'll have a warm-up schedule ready for them so that they can warm up, and it's timed quite specifically. So as they finish their warm-up, they're then ready to join the queue and in time for their start time. This also helps them so they can almost switch off from the nerves a little bit and go through that process. The more process we can put into this, the less stress involved, and hopefully the better result.
Go, guy. Good luck.
Amateur riders, or guys who aren't racing and girls who aren't racing, you can still take these principles. If you think about it, a lot of people will drive to a trail centre or drive to their riding spot, and then they might have been in the van for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Bear that in mind, because it's not a case of jumping out of the van and then going hard up the first climb. What you'll often find is if you do that, your heart rate really rises, lactate will rise, and you'll feel pretty tired at the top of the first hill, and it will actually take you quite a long part of the ride to recover from that. You're much better off having a very steady 10 to 15 minute start to the ride. And again, if you've been in the van, it is worth stretching off common areas that become sore and weak with a lot of traveling and sitting down. So hip flexors, lower back, those are two common areas. And also shoulders, people in this sort of hunch, sort of iPhone position. These are things you're trying to unpick before you start getting out on your bike. So bear that in mind. It doesn't have to be too structured, but once you've arrived at a trail centre or your riding spot, take it easy and build into it.